our channel. So today is another vlog style video and I'm going to be taking you along for an extreme self-care Sunday. We're actually in the car at the moment on our way to an appointment, and when I say we, Nick's here with me because this morning we are actually going to be doing a magnesium float tank. If you're unfamiliar with what a magnesium float tank is, it is pretty much what it sounds like. You get into like this big pod that's full of water and magnesium, and because the magnesium saturation is so high, you float in the water. So it's kind of like a meditation sort of thing. Like you stay in there for about 60 minutes, and obviously it's really high in magnesium, which you can absorb transdermally, and magnesium is great for muscle relaxation, reducing stress. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing this morning. I have never done a magnesium float tank before, so this will be a first for both of us. Beck has done magnesium float tanks in the past, so she's done it a few times, but this is my first time and I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest, because I don't really know 100% what to expect, and I don't know how I'm gonna go like lying in this pod for an hour. It's gonna be like an intense and forced meditation. Hopefully I come out the other end feeling relaxed. I thought I'd take you guys along for the journey. If you've ever been interested in doing a magnesium float tank before, we can do it together and see how we go. We'll check in once we are at the place. And obviously this is not a sponsored like thing. Nick's parents actually bought us vouchers to do this at the end of last year, and we've been meaning to book it in, so we finally locked it in for this Sunday. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. We have just finished up at the float tanks and I'm feeling like extra glowy. Obviously I have no makeup on because you're in a float tank. Wrap up of the experience. It was actually really cool. They have like the different lights inside that change over, so it's like super duper relaxing. It's really good, especially I think if you're someone that doesn't get like a lot of time to yourself, or if you're like really addicted to like your phone and like devices and stuff, because while you're inside that pod, it's just you and your own thoughts, which is like sometimes a little bit of a scary thought. What did you think?
That was pretty good.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. So basically what happens is you like have a shower, then you get into the pod, you stay in there for like 60 minutes. They have like music playing to tell you when to get out. Then you get out, you can have a shower. Obviously I wash my hair. They have all of their products there, like shampoos and conditioners. And they also have like a hairdryer and stuff, so I could have dried my hair if I wanted to, but I couldn't really be bothered. They have like moisturizers and different products that you can use afterwards, because magnesium is obviously very drying. So we're just driving home now. I think we're actually going to go out and get some lunch about 12:30 at this point. So yeah, check in with you guys at lunchtime. Okay guys, so we are back home. So we just went and had a really healthy lunch over at Cheeky Pokey. If you're in Brisbane, I definitely recommend going there. They do really good poke bowls and a lot of like gluten-free options and just like a lot of fresh vegetables. And it's good as well because you can get like wakame and like kimchi and a few things that maybe like don't usually have at home. But anyway, we are back at home, and I thought I'd also mention, like I forgot to talk about in the car before with the float tank. It was really interesting because you're completely like weightless in the water, obviously because you're like floating because there's magnesium in the tank. But yeah, it's like your body feels completely weightless, and it's like sensory deprivation because Like, you can turn off the lights and it can be like completely dark. You can completely close the pod on top of you and there's like no sound or anything. So in a way it's like, I don't know, these days we're just also like connected to everyone. We're always on our phones, always like consuming other people's ideas. It's kind of nice just to like blank out for a bit and just be like with your own thoughts. But now we've got a few little kind of life admin things that we have to do today. So we have to go out and do some food shopping and then a little bit of preparation for the week ahead. I don't think I'm going to take you guys through all of that stuff today, but I thought I would mention on the topic of kind of like self-care is that self-care isn't always like super lavish things. Obviously doing things like the what were they? Float tanks. So obviously doing things like a float tank is really lovely. Doing like face masks, baths and all those things, like the things that we commonly associate with self-care. Obviously they're all lovely and they all are forms of self-care. But I would say that self-care is equally doing things that require a little bit more effort, maybe seen as like a little bit difficult. For example, like doing meal prep, all of those things that take more effort. I would still argue that that is self-care, because you're really kind of looking out for yourself and your best interests and setting yourself up for kind of a healthy week ahead. I don't know if any of you guys have ever listened to the Life Coach School podcast. If you haven't, I definitely recommend checking it out. Me and Beck both love that podcast, and Brooke, the kind of host of that podcast, I'm gonna like butcher this, but she did talk about self-care one time and she kind of likened it to the idea of like, imagine that you are a small child, like a toddler. Self-care or self-love is not always giving the toddler like a cookie, because as the adult you're looking out for their best interests, if that makes sense. So self-love isn't always like having a donut because you want a donut. Sometimes it is, not always. Sometimes it's really doing things that are going to kind of help you in the long run. So with that in mind, we are going to go and head out to the shops, do some food shopping, come back, do some meal prep, and get ourselves all set up for this week. And then later on I'm gonna do some more like fun stuff. I think I'm gonna do a face mask tonight. Just gonna get all of these chores done and then have a nice chill night. So it is quite a bit later in the day, so I think it's nearly 5:30 maybe? I'm not sure. We just got back from doing some food shopping. We're about to make a start on dinner slash a little bit of meal prep. And we actually went out this afternoon and bought a mirror. So I'll show you guys our new mirror. Ta-da! So we just bought this one from IKEA, nothing fancy, and Nick has assembled it, but I just thought it would be handy to have a mirror in our kind of main room. But yeah, that is a new mirror. I have an exciting new thing to show you, so we'll go to the kitchen. This is our new toy. So if you guys are following over on our Instagram, you'll know that we got this one like last week. Have not used it yet, but this is the Philips all-in-one cooker. To my understanding, it's kind of like a rip-off of the Instant Pot, which you can't actually get here in Australia as far as I know, but this is the one that we got. So this is the Philips all-in-one, and basically what it does is it's a slow cooker, but also a pressure cooker. So you can start something off like a soup or a stew in the slow cooker, and then if it's taking too long, you can like give it a boost and use the pressure cooker, and it will like cut down the cooking time by quite a lot. So, and what we're gonna do tonight is make nachos, but this time I wanna make it with some pulled meat. So we have some lamb, just a shoulder that we're gonna use, and we're going to pressure cook it and then shred it up. So do like some pulled lamb. And I'm also wanting to use some of this for lunches during the week. So while our meat is cooking in the pressure cooker, we're gonna prepare the rest of our healthy nachos. So you guys have probably seen this in a previous What I Eat in a Day. I've mentioned it before. I'll link it below or it'll pop up on the screen somewhere here. But I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start cooking that. This is kind of a part of our Sunday night like ritual. I feel like we always do a bit of cooking together. It really cuts down the time if you have two people that can do the cooking together. So it doesn't have to be a partner, it could be a housemate or anybody else, but yeah, definitely makes it so much easier and quicker and less time consuming. So we're gonna go ahead and make a healthy dinner for tonight. Then I'm going to settle down, get relaxed, probably put on a face mask at some point, have a shower because I haven't done that yet. And tonight we're actually gonna be watching the very last episode of Sabrina, or at least of this season's. If you guys haven't watched Sabrina yet on Netflix, you definitely should. It is really, really interesting, kind of creepy, but in a good way. So yeah, we're gonna get started with dinner. So meanwhile, Nick is trying to make guacamole. I don't know if you guys have the same problem. These are the shepherd avocados, which are in season at the moment, but they're really like tricky in terms of they like don't ripen very quickly, and then when they do, it's like half of it will be hard and half of it will be soft, so it's not gonna mash. So now I've got avocado slices. Okay guys, so our dinner is all ready. So we have our sweet potato nachos. Then we have this really sad avocado that couldn't really quite make it into guacamole because it was a little bit too firm. So for some reason Nick decided to dice it up. Anyways, moving on, we have our salsa. So it's just a mix of onion, tomato, coriander. And then we have our pulled lamb. So we're gonna eat a bit of this and then we're gonna save the rest for our lunches for the first few days of the week. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Oh, and Nick also has some organic cheddar cheese over here. Okay, so we've just finished dinner, and before I have a shower tonight, I'm going to do a little bit of dry body brushing. Spoken about the benefits of dry body brushing in a few different videos. It's really great for exfoliating your skin, helping with lymphatic flow and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do a little like 5 minutes quick sweep over with the dry body brush, and then I'm going to have a shower and do a little bit of skincare. Also had a few people ask which body brushes I like. So the brand that I like to buy from is called Body Care. So it's actually an Australian brand, and I actually have two of them. So I have one that is just a handheld body brush, so it just fits into your hand like that. It's really easy. And I have this one which is a long handle body brush, so it's really good for reaching like your back and just hard to reach places. And the handle actually comes off, so you can pop this part off, and it's kind of like a 2-in-1. I bought this one originally, and then I bought the one with the handle after. But if you're kind of just new to body brushing, you could just get the one with the long handle, and that would be perfect because it's like 2-in-1. I really enjoy using their brushes because they use like cactus bristles, and I've been using mine for years and years and years. I've had it forever, and they're really good quality, really good like firmness to the bristles, because you don't want to get something that's just really soft. I feel like a lot of stores like the Body Shop might carry body brushes, but I'm not really sure about the quality, and a lot of them are just like way too soft. So those are the brushes that I like for those people that were interested. And yeah, I'm gonna do a quick body brushing session. Okay guys, so I've just finished my shower, washed my hair again because I wanted to make sure that I got out all of like the salty magnesium. So I'm just gonna pop on a few drops of this rose hair elixir by the Innate Life. And I mean, I've said it so many times, but it just smells so good. It's like got a really nice rose scent. So I'm just gonna use a few drops of that, not too much. And just rub it into my hands and then into the ends of my hair. I just find that it kind of protects the ends from drying out. And then I'm just gonna lightly kind of comb through my hair with the brush, not like tugging at it or doing anything crazy. And then I'm just gonna put my hair back, just tie it back for a bit, because I'm gonna put on a sheet mask. And I don't wanna get any of it in my hair. So the mask that I'm gonna be using tonight, I haven't used this one before. This is the Collagen Boost Mask by 100% Pure, and it's like a sheet mask, so one of those lovely like scary ghost masks. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, it's so cold. I've had this sitting in the fridge for the past ages. Okay, there we go. I am gonna go and I think watch a little bit of TV and let this sink in for a little bit before I take it off. Okay guys, face mask is done, so I'm gonna take it off. That's so satisfying. But yeah, I'm just gonna let the rest of the product just kind of like sit on my skin, so I'm not gonna wash it off. I'm gonna like let that all absorb, and I'll take you guys through my current little skincare routine. If you saw my recent day in the life vlog, there's like a little skincare haul in there, so you guys that have watched that video will already have a little idea of what my skincare routine consists of at the moment, but I'll go grab my products because they're in the fridge at the moment. So over the past few weeks I've been using this 100% pure serum. So this is the multivitamin PM serum. That's what I've been using over the past few weeks. I've really been enjoying it. I don't think it's been quite enough time to say if it like really works, but hasn't caused any problems for my skin at the very least. And my skin's been looking pretty good at the moment. And then I'm just gonna lock it all in with a moisturizer. So you guys know I love this one by Cora Organics. This is just their hydrating moisturizer. I'm almost dead. This one's almost all out, but I've got another backup one because I like it so much. So I'm just gonna pop that on over the top. And the other product that I've been testing out as well is the 100% pure overnight retinol restorative overnight balm. I don't know about this product. It is very thick, so I think it might be something that's more suitable for the winter time. It kind of like, I feel like it caused like a little mini spot here because it was just so thick on my skin. So it's very rich. Would recommend perhaps more so in the winter. So I'm gonna skip this step, but I thought I'd just show you what I've been kind of testing out the past few weeks. So that is my current skincare routine, nothing crazy. And now I'm gonna finally go and watch Sabrina because I thought I was gonna watch it while I had the mask on, but I ended up editing some photos. So now we are gonna go watch the final episode of Sabrina and hopefully it's good. It's been so good this season. Lots of creepy ass stuff going on. So otherwise I am going to close out this little video here. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of like vloggy self-care Sunday video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment below what you like to do for like your self-care Sunday because I love hearing about other people's like routines and habits. And go follow us over on Instagram if you're not already following us over there for recipes and keeping up with us on a more day-to-day basis. Otherwise we will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys!